Hey Flosstube, this is me, the late night stitcher, aka Chrissy. I know it's been a while. We had a lot going on in what seems like to be forever. We rescued a dog. He was set out in a, this is gonna be a little bit life update. He was set out in a dog park and my husband brought him home. So we're like, we can't put him in a animal shelter or anything. So, and he was only 8 weeks old. So we have another doggy. I don't know, maybe I can get him up here. Puppers. This is our Puppers. Well, his name's Taser. His name's Taser because they found him on base and the game warden had him on top of his Taser. So his name is Taser, but I call him Puppers. He is a terrier mix. We're not sure, but when he was found, he was only 8 weeks old. And ironic enough, we got him March 13th. So how funny is that? A year after hell broke loose. And the other big thing that happened in our life, my family's life, is we moved. We no longer live in Virginia. We live in Florida. And so far, so good. It's a little, we're still getting to know the area, and we enrolled them in school. So the boys are already in school since last week, Tuesday. They are really enjoying it. My oldest started marching band, and yeah, I mean, they're really enjoying it. They're, still active with scouts. Oh, and my oldest, he made Eagle Scout. So there's just a lot that has been going on in what seems like forever since the last video I had or made, and I'm hoping to get back to it into a better routine. But we'll see. Whatever life brings and throws at me, we'll just have to figure it out. So I've been, busy doing things here and there, and I'm going to show you things that I sewed. So this is not perfect, but this is what I sewed. It's like a table runner. I love how this turned out. I am not the best at, sewing things like this together, but I think I did a decent job. I mean, it's my first one, and I saw it on Pinterest, and then I looked up for then I looked at I think this was a free pattern that I found. So I just followed along, and I had the jelly rolls to use it with. So I had what I had and I used it. And then I made project bags. Whoever follows me on Instagram has already seen these. But this was supposed to be a quilt as you go quilt, or quilt block as you go quilt, one or the other. But I didn't have enough fabric, so I'm like, and I didn't want to throw it away. So I made a project bag. So that's one side, and that's the other side. And then I used a coordinating zipper. I wanted to get like this greenish coral. And then the inside is just a regular blue. This is batting, so it's a little thicker than just using interfacing, but I made that one. And then from the leftover jelly rolls of the table runner, I made this. It's another project bag. I think that turned out really good. I'm really happy with this one. I mean, everything like lines up really nicely. I'm really happy with this one. And then I used a lighter blue zipper and the fabric for inside. And this is just all fabric I still already had in my stash, and trying to kill time because being in Florida, I don't have a job yet, so I'm going to stitch all the things and sew all the things and crochet and maybe knit as the seasons get colder, but I'm not sure how cold Florida really gets. I mean, I know they can get chilly, but not like Virginia cold. But yeah, so I'll get into, I'm sorry that I'm trying to speed through this. I'm not trying to, it's just, trying to get back into doing floss tubes again. I haven't been doing it for a while. So yeah, if you guys have any questions about anything that I'm showing today, about anything, because I'm very horrible at putting everything in the drop down box where the descriptions are and stuff. So if you guys have any questions at all, don't hesitate to, you know, shoot me a comment and I'll just try to answer that to the best of my ability. But I have, I was part of the stitch along of Barbara Anna Spellville. So this is what I was working on. This is going to be like more, this is just the key. All parts are already released, so you can get this pattern on her website of Barbara Anna or Poppy's Creation. Then there's going to be like houses right here and little things that are going to hang down there. So I didn't want to make it, I put it on like a gray fabric or, you know, like a tea dyed or coffee dyed fabric. So I'm like, I was stash diving and what I had and what I already made. These are not ironed. They're pretty wrinkly because I don't iron my stuff. So, I mean, I do iron, just not cross stitch. So this is where I am right now. I got the 2 tiny witches. Well, I got the, it's like the coffee brown, the 3371. I got some of the key done. If you see, oops. So, is that upside down? No. So that's what I got done right there. And this is more blue purple, not gray purple. So like it's not, maybe, yeah, maybe right there where you can see more of the purple. So I thought that was gonna look really good, and it's really Halloween-y. Y'all, I'm just so ready for Halloween. I'm done with summer, and which is really weird because in Virginia my boys didn't start school until September, right? So here they started last week Tuesday, which was the 10th. And when, you know, we go grocery shopping or, you know, anything that we do, we're like, you know, hey, it's September, we can start putting our decorations out. And like, no, it's still August. So that's like totally throwing me off for a loop because it's still August, it's not September. But I'm so ready because, you know, when the kids start back to school, in I mean, in some states, like I know Arizona started in August. Stitching in Sequence, she posted that her boys went to school. So it's really weird having my boys go to school in August because it's been September for so many years. Actually, since they started, it's never been August. So it's definitely an adjustment. Oh, yep, a really adjustment. The other thing I really got, so I fell down the chatelaine rabbit hole just a little bit. I bought butterfly lace, and let me see if I can bring up a picture. So it is gorgeous. You know, I love butterflies. I got them tattooed on me. And I'm gonna bring it up on my iPad. So this is what it's gonna look like when it's, oops, hopefully done. This is computer generated. This is not something that somebody stitched. So the colors do not look like this. Like in the center where that is more yellow, the colors are actually more bluish and not yellow. So yeah, it's such a beautiful piece. So this is what I got. I went with converting all the silks and the fancy flosses to DMC. So it's like 90 something DMCs. But it currently lives in this bag because it's the only one that I had big enough to fit my 11 by 11 Q-snap. And then I made a grime guard. I know, cool, right? I've been like making all the things. But I made a grime guard and I had fabric left of this. So I made the matching grime guard. And I just found a tutorial on YouTube of how to make a grime guard. If you guys search that, then yeah, it should come right up. So the other thing I learned is when you purchase this pattern, you know, you go to Chatelaine, to that website. Don't go to European Cross Stitch because you'll get a printed copy. The printed copies are horrible. It's hard to read and stuff. But what she suggests before you even start stitching is, you know, read all the instructions, because there's like so many specialty stitches. And then the only fancy floss I did purchase is the Petite Treasure braids. like this. This is sea foam. It's really pretty. It's nice and glittery. And so those are some of the colors I purchased. Like I got sea foam. I got like our turquoise. That's pretty too. And then a majority of the back stitching will be in this gold. It's Aztec gold. So I did purchase that, and I did purchase the beads. But I wanted to see how it really looks if I just did all DMC. And so far, I am really loving it. I mean, I'm not like craving the variegation because it's already such a busy piece. So I don't know if it would have been different if I would have used all the silks and the variegated flosses and stuff instead of just using DMC. But like I said, there's like 90 something. It's like Haid size or Haid colors. Like that's how many. But this is how much I got done. This is like the centerpiece right now. So I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I've never done specialty stitches, but you can see right here, these are all specialty stitches. I don't know if I can get any closer. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. It's turning out beautiful. But remember when I said that on the on the computer generated picture, this is all yellow. The only yellow that is in here or yellowish is the Aztec gold, which is going to be backstitch right here. In the middle, there's a flower bead, and then all these white dots right there, those are going to be beads. I absolutely love this. I'm addicted to it. This is 2.5 evenings of stitching. I love going to, you know, these specialty stitches. There's going to be more right here and right here in the bigger white areas are going to be specialty stitches. It's just throughout the whole thing. But the other thing I learned reading the instructions is you're supposed to mark the center, like with a white thread or a white arrow or something like that. So you never rotate your project. So you always know what is up. So because my Q-snap's not big enough to have this chatelaine, because the chatelaine is going to be 295 by 295 stitches. So my 11 by 11 Q-snap is not going to hold this big piece. So I'm going to eventually have to, you know, take it out of the Q-snap and move it around. So I'm like, well, if I take the needle reminder off, then I'll lose, unless I really look at how the stitches are laying, I'll lose of the direction that I'm using it or that I'm stitching it. So my son bought me this needle minder, or it's not a needle minder, it's actually a pin that I wanted to turn into a needle minder. It has a back on it. So I'm like, you know what? Because actually I marked right here top, and then I started using a grime guard. Well, you don't know when you cover that up, which is going to be top. So, you know, you don't accidentally rotate it and the stitches are off and it just doesn't look right proportionally. I'm like, you know, I'm going to take this pin and put it right here in my grime guard. So even if I, you know, like move my Q-snap or so, I'll just leave my needle minder, like I'll put it like right here and take the Q-snap off, and then I'll always have this and know that this is always going to be the top, if that makes sense. In my brain it does. But when I hold this here and when I bring it back up, see how in the middle it's more yellow and mine is blue. And this is just, I mean, like I said, it's all DMC, but I think it's absolutely gorgeous. So right now, the fancy flosses and the silks and stuff, it's taking a while to get here from European Cross Stitch, which she is, you can order from her. Her name is Cindy. She sources them all out, and then she sends it to you all in one, because I heard that if you try to source them out all yourself, you know, you have too many different shipping payments. Some flosses are going to be too expensive at other location stuff. So it's going to take a while for her to get all those flosses together, since there is a floss dyeing shortage or a floss shortage. But anyway, so the only thing I really ordered are the beads for it, and the beads came within a week. I mean, it came pretty quick. So, you know, because there's no shortage on beads. And let me tell you, these beads are tiny. I'm not going to take them all out, but they're tiny. But in my bead pack, there's like 12 different beads. I just took one out. So there's 12 different beads. They're Delica beads. They're not Mill Hill. I don't know if y'all can see that, but they're really, I like this one and this one. And then with that, she got a beading needle and a cross stitch needle. But the center of the chatelaine, you put in that flower, the Claire. Yeah, you put in that flower. Isn't that gorgeous? So, yeah. But look at how tiny these beads are. Like, these are really super tiny. I don't know, it's not focusing, but it's so tiny. So, I mean, it's, the pattern was like 40 bucks. But if you think that's too expensive, I mean, Hawk Run Hollow, they're, you know, they're right up there. They're like 30 to 40, depending on which one you buy. There are some other patterns out there that are higher up as well. So, I mean, it is a pricey pattern, but you learn so many different stitches. You learn the, a lace stitch, just different stitches. And then all the butterflies that are right here, they're all 1/1 on 28 count. So, but there is an option as well. You can do 2/2 as well if that's what you choose. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna go with that yet, or which direction I wanna go with that. But, and this was a 28 count something I bought from 123 Stitch. It was actually in my stash. It's antique white. And yeah, I just have the beads and stuff living in the tiny bag. So, y'all, this is all my flosses. So I wanted to look into Flossaway bags because I've heard so many different YouTube or Flosstubers use Flossaway bags to keep all their, you know, flosses neat and tidy and all that. So I'm like, you know, I was trying to think of more efficient way to see or to look through all 90 something colors that I need for this project. So, but then I looked it up on Amazon and saw that Flossaway bags were like, what, $5 for 50 or something like that. I'm like, wow. So I just ran to the store with my youngest, and I happened to walk by the snack bags, and I needed a bag that was at least, you know, at like a 3x5 or so. So I walked by the snap bags. Well, Hefty has snap bags that are not like square, they're rectangular. So they're rectangular. So what I did is, and they're almost like Flossaway bags, right? So what I did is, the whole key is I printed it big, I cut it out and taped it on the bags. So that's what that is. And then I got the symbol, and then if it's like over one stitching, I put a, if it's over one stitching, I did this, I put a 01. So I know that this is for over one stitching. But that's how I organized my floss. It is a cheaper way. I mean, I paid $1.75 for 50. So that was so much cheaper because it was $3.50 for 100 bags. So for me, it was so much cheaper to buy. But yeah, look at all these flosses. That's all flosses. Like, and then I got 4 of the Petite Treasure braid, but besides that, these are all flosses, all DMC flosses. The pattern definitely calls for a lot of flosses, but I mean, they had like a conversion, and then some of the fancy flosses that they didn't have a conversion for, like the, oh shoot, what are they called? It's like IR 144. I don't even know what kind of thread brand that is. Edmar or something. I just looked up the color and then took a color that I thought would be closest to one of the most variegated spots in that color, I guess you would say. And that's how I went upon it. I didn't like stress about it. I tried to go the cheapest way possible, but even if you don't, I mean, from all this 96 DMCs that it called for, I still needed 26. It's not like I had them all in my stash. But yeah, I fell down that rabbit hole. And yes, I've been blabbering on for 10 minutes about chatelaine, but it's, if you guys can afford it and want to invest in one, it is so much fun to stitch. It really is. So anyways, let me show you what else I'm stitching. So this project lives in this bag. You can see that from my previous video, Flosstube. So I downloaded the, I don't think I have a picture of it. I downloaded the, let me see if I can bring it up. From Tiny Modernist, I started the When Witches Go Riding pattern. Oh shoot, I don't think I can find it now. Let me see if I can bring it up. But it's a stitch along, so it's released in different sections. And there's one and section 2. This is what it, let me see if I can bring it up. Whoops. Oh, yeah, there it is. This is what it looks like. Nope. You know, technology, right? It's so fun. Okay, there we go. So that's what it looks like. So that section up here was part 1, and where the 2 eyeballs are on the either side, that's part 2. I got all of part 1 done. The only thing I did not do is this is, see, grime card. I fell down that rabbit hole, you know, and I'm looking through my stash of just fabric, so this is just perfect. I love this fabric. So this was a fat quarter from Walmart I still had left over because I made like a tiny notions bag, and that's where I bought that fabric. So let me take it out really so I can show you what I mean. This is hand dye fabric just by me. I coffee tea dyed. It smells like coffee, and I threw it in there. So that's it. But anyways, what I did was, this is how far I am. This white thread, that's the start of the eyeball. So I got part 1 done. Ooh, what do you see? Okay, I got part 1 done. I didn't do that back stitching. I'm gonna do all the back stitching later because it says when, but that's back stitched. So what I'm not gonna do, I don't think I'm gonna fill this angel in with white. I actually really like her the way she looks right now. I really just like that, how that looks. And then, you know, right here is going to be the spider and like vines that are up here. I love that witch. She's just so cute. Yeah, so that's what I got there. You know, start all the things, be part of all the sales, you know. No one's left behind. Sorry, that's loud. So I got that done. And then, you know, like I said, start all the things, be part of all the sales, right? This is going to be like WIP Parade part 1 because I got a lot of whips, like a lot. But so I'll start all the things, right? So the next one I purchased was you guys probably know, the Witchy Stitcher Cryptides. So this is what the frame was already released. This is what it's gonna look like when the frame is done. Oops. And then every week or every other week she has a part done. So it's going to be a pattern of, the releases of 16 individual cryptides. And cryptides are like mystical creatures, or creatures that people think are real, like Yeti or Bigfoot or Buxtehude, I don't know. But she's gonna release 16 of those. I thought that was really freaking cool. So I couldn't find a cone of 310. So, but what I did find when I went to Michael's, Joann's. I think it was Joann's. Was it Michael's? One or the other. I found a spool of anchor. They have like this really nice section. It's like all anchor spools. And I found this nice big anchor spool, black. I'm like, and that was like $1.60 or something like that. And that was so much cheaper because if you buy 3 scans of floss of black, that's already $1.80. So, you know, trying to go cheap. So this is fabric that I dyed. It was supposed to be red. I don't know what happened. It just washed up. Ooh, it actually looks pretty red on the camera. It's not really that red. I wish it were. So this is the fabric that I chose. It's 14 count, so it's gonna be big. It doesn't matter. I'm stitching it, not you. That was mean. I didn't mean to be that mean, but I mean, it's 14 count Aida. It's the same as if I did on 28. I just can see the hold better because I'm wearing glasses, so you know, I mean, I'm kind of blind. But anyways, this is how much I got so far. I love how this is looking. I love how the black is popping on this red. It's more like a fuchsia, but I love the variegation in this. I think I did a really good job. So this is how long it's gonna be. Right to here. And then on the sides, it's going to be like little triangles and moons on the side. And then on the 2 corners down here is going to be something similar than right here. So, yeah, I love the fabric. Love Witchy Stitcher. I mean, she's just awesome. I do have finishes, but I forgot them and I don't want to get up and run and get those. So, yes, I have to put them back in my bag or else I'm never going to know, you know, ever going to know. Then, oh my goodness, I got so much. Okay, this is from Stony Creek. This is the called for fabric. This is actually the first one that I actually ever bought fabric for. This is, come stick around. Welcome to our web, stick around for a while. And this was the called for fabric, which was something lime. I'm not sure, something lime. So, but this is how far I got. I think it looks awesome. And I'm using Etoile on the big Widow. So that's what that looks like. It looks really cool. So this, the butts, Etoile, I don't know if you guys can see that glitter. Oh, yeah, look at that. You can see it. Ooh, maybe, I don't know. So I'm not gonna, cause I think the vines are in black. So I found this like really dark green, like witchy green. So that's what I'm using for the vines. Now this is already 27 minutes. I think this is gonna be a slightly long one. Just slightly. But it's a small WIP parade. I'm gonna, like I said before, label this part 1 because I got a lot. And then I bought that and I started that. And I didn't want to do it on black fabric. So I had 14 count and I dyed it. And I dyed it with like graphite. And it was like a really, you know that Aida that you buy and it looks like poop yellow or poop, I don't even know what color that is. It's like, it looks like really, it's like baby food color. I don't know, but that's what this was. And I dyed it graphite and then I took bleach. That's what I did. So that's how far I got on this. Oh, that looks so cool. I love Jack Skellington. He's like my favorite. So I got that. I'm hoping I'm holding up these long enough for y'all to see. If not, just throw it in the comments. Say, Chrissy, hold it up longer. Then I got this one. Oops. I really like that one. And I actually made my own conversion. I'm using all sulky. So these are the sulkies I'm using. And then this is a 18 count Team Coffee dye. Well, I'll just read it to you. It says, by the ocean on the beach, under stars I cannot reach in a car, on a plane, also on a railway train. I can stitch most anywhere, but really love my easy chair. And you know, I love comfy chair, my blood red ox chair, or ox blood red chair. So this is how much I got there. I like how this is looking too. I really do. So that's how much I got on that one. And this is by Little House Needleworks. It's called Sit and Stitch. And like I said, I did my own conversion of Sulky. Because, wow, yeah, I love Sulky too. This one's Ink Circle Metamorphosis. That's what it's supposed to look like when it's done. I'm not doing that. I'm stitching this with seven different reds from the lightest to the darkest. I think that's beautiful, but I'm stitching this on blue fabric. And this is 20 count, and I just dyed it blue, like Brit dye. And I think that looks really good. So that's how much I got done there. And yes, these were all intentional splotches. Not really, but yeah. So I got that. This doesn't live in a bag. This is a, oops, short pattern. It's just a sleeve protector. Got that. And what else do I have over here that I can show you? Oh, long dog sampler, Anzac. And I'm stitching this with 665 DMC. I love this one too. And then the back stitching I'm just doing with a white. But this is tea-dyed Monaco. Oh my God, y'all, look at this. Look how pretty that is. I mean, I absolutely love that. My middle one really likes the shark. But what I got on this is, I think the last time you guys saw it was like from the alligators down. I had everything, and then I had stitched all this right here. So, oh my goodness. I need to get back to that. That looks really good. I really like that. I love this blue on that brown fabric. It's beautiful. I think I did a good choice on that. I stitched that, and then what's this one? Oh, okay. So I've been looking for, I saw it on 2 Martini Stitcher. Sorry, 2 Martini Stitches. She's stitching it. It's by Heartstring Sampler. It's called Whip It Good. And I love that. I think they brought out a new one. It's called something hoop. I like that one. But I didn't want to do it in white because I mean, you know, when a pattern calls for white, I'll stitch it in white. But this is something like choose your fabric, choose your own thread. So I'm using Sulky 4016. Oh, these are so pretty. And I'm using, this is like a very light dyed 16 count Aida. It's like, I don't know, it's like, you guys can't even see that. To you, it's just white, but it's lightly dyed. And this is how much I got done on that. Love the variegation in that. I really like how that looks. So, and I don't have any really white fabric things that I'm stitching on, so that's like my first, but it's not white. It's like pastel-y colors. It's really faint, but it's there. That makes sense. Then, what do I have next? Oh, this is Lizzie Kate's Halloween Rules. You'll probably know this and saw that. A lot of people have done this one too. I'm just changing my order around. I think that was fun. It's going to be unique to me. So this is 18 count gray dyed fabric by me, and this is how much I got done on that. And I'm just using DMC and whatever I have in my stash. I didn't buy anything for this. So it's Halloween Rules and this Scarecrow carve a pumpkin. And then next will be Brew Some Fun. So, like I said, I'm just doing it different. I'm not making it look like everybody else's or using the same location of where the pattern needs to go. And this lives in this bag, one of my favorite bags, because you know Jack. Then I got, so this is Mirabilia Luna. Oops. Luna. Or Nora Corbett, I'm sorry. And this is how much I got done on her. This is 32 count nougat. That's how much I got done on her. I think that's pretty. She is so pretty. She's gonna be gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And this lives in this bag, you know, just from Amazon. And then, what else do I got here? Then I got Raven Queen. I don't have my cover page, but this is what I got. This is a 28 count. It was a white and I dyed it gray. This is Raven Queen from Mirabilia, but this is how much I got done there. I think that this looks really cool. I like that. Yeah. You know how many floss tubers say, oh, I would really like to get back to that. And when you do your own floss tube and you're like, I'm not gonna say that. And then you're doing your floss tube and then you say, oh my gosh, I wanna get back to that. And then you're like, oh crap, I said it. You know, so join that bandwagon. This is a Etsy pattern. Can't remember the name, but it's Epcot or Spaceship Earth. No. I can't remember, space something. I know I got it somewhere. It's called, yeah, Spaceship Earth. I was right. Ah. And this is, it's from Awesome Pattern Studio. I just got this on my Good Notes. So that's what it looks like there. I have a funny story. So this is one that my husband actually started, and what he had started was, I mean, he tried, you know, he wanted to see if he can get into it, but yeah, this is how far I got. He had started over here and he had like this red outline and that's all he did. So I was just sitting and I'm like, well, give it to me. I'll see what I can do. And I think I did a lot. So this is looking awesome. Absolutely gorgeous. I like this one too. And that's his favorite is, Epcot. I mean, that's what it is. But, so we did not, I mean, maybe we did, maybe we didn't, you know, move to Florida for, Disney, but we love Disney. We love going to Disney. But it's not like, you know, we moved here and we went to Disney. That's not what happened. We actually moved here and, you know, figuring out finances and stuff. So we wanted to see if we can afford, you know, all the things, right? This is, okay, so this is, wait a minute, let me get the Heartstring Sampler, Coffee Quaker. First I drink the coffee because I'm a coffeeholic. Love anything and everything coffee. I drink, usually, sometimes I drink my coffee black, but sometimes I like half and half in it. Sometimes I let it get cold and drink iced coffee. But I had messed this up somewhere along the line. So it went into a long time out. But this is how much I got done. I am not sure where I went wrong. I don't know if I'll just say whatever and just leave it. This is my own conversion. And I actually tried to use like coffee name flosses. I thought that was really fun. So that's how much I got done there. I think I messed up somewhere around this Quaker, but I am not 100% sure. So I don't, I'm not gonna restart it. It's already too much that I have done to restart, and I think that would be, you know, crazy. And then I have another one. This is my working copy. It's Prairie Moon. Thine is The Trick and the Treat. that's what I got right there. And then I am stitching this. So I'm stitching this one with cotton, Color and Cotton, Purple Rain, and Color and Cotton sorbet, lime sorbet, sorbet. I don't know. Those are the colors with just black sulky on a very murky fabric dyed by me. This is what it looks like. And I think I messed up this one too. I'm not sure. Not sure. But this is what it looks like. And it's gonna fit. So that's what I got right there. And this also lives in a Amazon pouch. Actually, both of those live in an Amazon pouch. Yeah, I squeezed 2 to 3 in one. Then I got, oh, these are more long dog samplers. So this one is Castles in the Air. I love this one. This is what it's gonna look like when it eventually, in 5 years, it's done. Shh, sorry, that was my dog. We have a Australian Shepherd. He's an old man, he's 9, and he just likes to do whatever the hell he wants. But anyways, this is a 20 count Ada that I dyed red, just like Cryptides, but I really like the red. So I'm stitching this with 393. No, I'm sorry, 939. It's like a dark navy, and that's how much I got there. Oh, that looks so good. That's how much I got there. I'm really enjoying that too. And I think the back stitching I want to do in this lighter blue. It's 3840. That's really pretty too. I got that. And then, okay, so then I got another one that's similar, you know. It's Death by Cross Stitch. Death by Cross Stitch and me are not friends. Absolutely not. We are not friends. We don't like each other. It's, the universe is telling me I shouldn't stitch it, okay? So this is like, I think the 9th time I'm restarting this thing. And I'm talking like when I restart, I mean, I got like all this done right here. The last time I restarted, I'm like, well, maybe it's a fluke. So then I did all this alphabet right here. I didn't like the fabric. I didn't like the colors. I'm like, oh my God, this is ridiculous. You know, I did it 9 times. So now I'm doing it with 154, which is a really dark eggplant purple on 18 count Ada, which I know it's going to be gigantic, but it's gray. You see, I like gray. And this is how much I got done right there. So this is like the bottom part of the lions. So that looks pretty good. Yeah, it's gonna be humongous. Look at that. It's gonna be huge. Oops, wait, that's upside down. It's blanket size. So, we're gonna see if we're gonna start a healthy relationship in trying to figure if that's what I like. I don't know why. It's just nothing really, any and every fabric or color I chose, I just didn't like it. And I didn't want to do it on white, so I just didn't like it. I got 2 more in here. 1 more? Oh, 2. Okay. What's this? So this is Jardin Privé Halloween. I love that skeleton. Look how he's chilling up there. Isn't that awesome? I'm stitching this on 30 count mushroom linen, I think. I got that somewhere. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's a 30 count portobello linen, which is a mushroom. So I wasn't wrong, but it's not like mushroom. So this is how much I got done there. He's almost done. That looks pretty good. Almost done there. And then in the same bag lives Sleepy Hollow Lodge by Little House Needleworks. I got all the flosses jammed in there, I'm sorry. So this is what it looks like. These are all the flosses I'm using. I think these ones are actually all the called for flosses. And I'm stitching this on gray. See a theme, I love gray. I'm using, this is 18 count, but I'm using 1/1. So it's like really sparse. Oh, that looks so freaking good. Look at that. That's gonna be the fence. Right here is going to be, oh wait. Nope, never mind, I lied. The fence is ready to. This is actually how wide the project's going to be. Wait a minute, let me get all this. Okay, so this is actually how wide it's gonna be. It's not big. At least not on 18 count, I don't know. But that's the fence right here. This is my start of the house. This is the tree, and this is like, it has pumpkins down here. I really like this. See, so I got done the fence. Oh wait, where am I? I'm up here. The fence, the tree, this tiny little field thingy, and then I just love this pattern. I think this is a new release. I think so, I'm not sure. But when I saw it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I really like that. You know, it's Sleepy Hollow Lodge. Who doesn't want to stitch Sleepy Hollow's Lodge, right? I mean, it's Sleepy Hollow. Probably not meant to be that one, but to me it is. I got that. Sorry, I gotta just throw everything back in here. And then there's a Etsy shop. Obviously Etsy shop. There's a cross stitch designer on Etsy shop is what I wanted to say. It's Avora CS, and this is the villains. I printed this all out in black and white, so that's that. And this is, I'm stitching this on a 20 count cream, and it doesn't really matter what the background is, right? But that's how much I got done there. So you can make a hook, and there's Hades, here's the evil queen, and then there's Maleficent. So this is half, half of the pattern. And then in here I also have The Nightmare Before Christmas from the same company. She has some really, really beautiful stained glass ones. And with that one, this is an 18 count oatmeal. And with this one, I got that much done. I'm trying to do all the black first and then go in and do like a, you know, color by number kind of thing. So that's what I got there. So this is the first half of my WIP Parade. Let's see how it uploads and how it goes. And then sometime this week, either this week or early next week, I'll film part 2. So with that, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the week, a great weekend. Stay safe, stay healthy, and till then, bye.